CTV and programmatic still represents a lot of things, but it's seen tremendous growth for us. It's seen tremendous growth since the pandemic. Certainly things are going great, but we still have a lot of work to do. I think there's still political and technical challenges we as a buy-side platform are navigating, but also the sell-side community has similar but also different challenges. And so kind of working together to figure that out to make it the best user experience, because at the end of the day, over frequency or empty ad pods isn't great for anyone.
Now let's sort of take the conversation toward the TV and video advertising kind of opportunity more broadly. Everybody loves the word convergence. We've been talking about it for a while. What do you feel like the real sort of state of convergence is, kind of across formats and screens when it comes to TV and video?
So I think 3 years ago we were in Cannes and we were talking about convergence then, and we're still talking about it now. I think we've come far, but there's so much more to do. I think Xandr as a platform has to be able to support its customers that have completely disparate TV and video buying teams, and also simultaneously navigate the clients that have leaned in to trying to unify buying or at least have a common currency. And we see really every flavor on the spectrum. So we've come far, but I think we're not at a point of pure saturation of every customer has leaned fully into reorganizing their teams and also their ways of working for convergence.
So let's talk a little bit about that. Who these days, speaking of organization, kind of who is the key stakeholder as a customer today, which I imagine is different than it was a few years ago?
Yeah, I mean, we're lucky to have a variety of customers, but if you kind of look at the brand side, you hear about in-housing. I think the flavor of in-housing we see the most is the client is leaning into contract and platform decision making, but at the end of the day, there's still an agency or a partner doing the hands-on keyboard practitioner work of the heavy lift of programmatic.
So off script slightly, how challenging is the fragmentation issue, especially in CTV right now, and is it getting better?
Fragmentation is challenging. I think sellers have a hard time navigating all their different inventory and the rules behind them, and then as buyers, we have to be helpful in having our clients stitching that all together. And so there's fragmentation of inventory, there's fragmentation of addressability, there's fragmentation of measurement. And so I think the first step is trying to understand it and then building kind of tools and practices to help us get there once there is a kind of hopefully some version of a complete process.
What feels most pressing? Is it measurement? Is it cleaning up the data ecosystem? What keeps you up at night?
I think measurement and or a currency. I think that has slowed the mass adoption because measurement is required to build trust and allow buyers to kind of go all in on programmatic activation of connected television. And because of the fragmentation and the inability to measure it as easily as they measure TV with Nielsen, I think that's very pressing. And if we solve measurement, we can kind of get the whole flywheel of planning to frequency to currency and then measurement all over again.
That is absolutely fair. So let's fast forward. I can't believe 2025 is as soon as it is, but let's fast forward to 2025. What does television advertising even mean? What does it look like?
My hope is that it followed the suit of other channels like display, and we see a lot more liquidation happening through programmatic technology, and I think we're getting there. I think there's big advancements in measurement, there's big advancements in kind of yield management for suppliers, and so my hope is that both the sell and the buy side community have the tools they need to kind of take this leap of faith together.
A leap of faith? I'm trying to decide if I want to be like, how do you take a leap of faith together? I mean, what does that mean?
I think today there are incomplete answers on both sides of the house, and I think it's only fair to question it. Obviously, there's incentives that might differ on both sides, and so if there's tools that kind of give everyone what they need, we'll be okay.